Where's pot pan that he helps not to take away? He shit a trencher? He scrape a trencher?
When good manners shall lie all in one or two men's hands, they are washed too. 'Tis a foul thing.
Away with the joint screws. Remove the quart cupboard, look to the plate. Good thou, save me a piece of marchpane. And as thou loves me, let the porter let in Susan Grindstone and Nell. Anthony and pot pan.
Aye, boy, ready. You are looked for and called for, asked for and sought for in the great chamber.
We cannot be here and there too. Cheerly, boys, be brisk a while, and then longer liver take all.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes unplagued with corn will walk about with you. Ah, my mistresses! Which of you all will now deny to dance? She that makes dainty, she elsewhere with half corns? Am I come near you now? Welcome, gentlemen. I have seen the day that I have worn a visor and could tell a whisper tale in a fair lady's ear, such as would please. 'Tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play! A hall, give room, and foot it, girls. More light, you knaves, and turn the tables up, and quench the fires. Room is grown too hot. Ah, sire, this unlooked-for sport comes well. Nay, sit, good cousin Capulet. For you and I are past our dancing days. How long is it now since last yourself and I were in a mask?
By Our Lady, 30 years.
But man, 'tis not so much, 'tis not so much. 'Tis since the nuptial of Licentio, come Pentecost as quickly as it will, some 25 years, and then we masked.
'Tis more, his son is elder, sir. His son is 30.
Will you tell me that? His son was but a ward 2 years ago.
What lady's that, which both enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, as a rich jewel in Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder lady o'er her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart live till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy! What, Deo's the slave come hither, covered with an antic face, to fleer in scorn at our solemnity. Now, by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I told it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman, wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain that has hither come in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content these, gentle coz, let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman. To say truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not for the wealth of all this town, here in my own house, do him disparagement. Therefore, be patient. Take no note of him. It is my will, the which of thou respect, shall a fair presence and put off these frowns, and ill beseemly semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What good man boy, I say he shall. Go to, and I am the master here. Or you, go to. You'll not endure him. God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests, and you will set cock-a-hoop. You'll be the man.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to. You are a saucy boy. Isn't so indeed. This trick may chance to scathe you. I know what you must contrary me. Marry, 'tis time. Well said, my heart. You are my princecox. Go, be quiet, or more light, for shame. I'll make you quiet. What cheerly, my hearts.
Patience, perforce, with willful choler, meeting makes my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitterest gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand. Too much with mannerly devotion show in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that must use in prayer.
O then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, but grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine my sin is purged.
And have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips, O trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kiss by thy book.
Your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise and virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talk withal. I tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
Is she a Capulet? Oh dear account, my life is my foe's debt.
Begone, this sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear. The more is my unrest. Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling, foolish banquet towards. It is e'en so. Why then, I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen, good night. More torches here. Come on then, let's to bed. Ah, sire, by my fay, it waxes late. I'll to my rest.
Mother nurse, what is yon gentleman?
The son and heir of old Tiberio.
What's he that now is going out the door?
Marry that, I think. Be young, Petruchio.
What he that follows here? That would not dance?
I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of our great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate, too early seen unknown, and known too late. Prestigious birth of love is to me, that I must have a loathed enemy.
What is this? What is this?
A rhyme I learned even now of one I danced withal.
Juliet!
Anon, anon.
Come, let's away. The strangers are all gone.
He jests at skulls that never felt a wound, but soft that light through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is so sick and green, and none that fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she wore. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all of the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their eyes, were there they in her head. The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth the lamp, her eye in heaven, would thou the airy region stream so bright, that bird would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I wore a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I am you.
Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as gorgeous to this night, being o'er my head, as is a angled messenger of heaven, unto the white upturned wandering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be sworn by my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What is Montague. It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo, would he were not called Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without the title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for my name, which is not part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word, call me beloved, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How canst thou hither tell me? And wherefore? The orchard's walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I approach these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are not stopped to me.
If they do see thee, they will kill thee.
Alack, their lives are more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou, but sweet, I am proof against their enmity.
By whose direction found out thou this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as the vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I should adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain, fame, deny what I have spoke. But for a compliment, dost thou love me? I know now thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou must prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say, Jove loves. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I am too weak for one, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo. But as not for the world, in truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think me behavior light, but trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more coin to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardest ere I was where my true love passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I vow that tips with silver all these fruit treetops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon, that monthly inner circlet orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. If thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my adultery, and I believe thee.
If my heart still love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. If it is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say, it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening, may prove to a beauteous flower which next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart and within thy breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for me, mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
To be frank, and give it thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep, and the more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Madam!
I hear some noise from within. Dear love, adieu. Anon. Good nurse, sweet Montague, be true, stay but a little, and I will come again.
Oh, blessed night! I am afraid, being in night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
Romeo, and good night indeed. But if that thy bent love to be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one, that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform thy rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by, I come to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So this thrive, my soul?
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the wolves to want thy light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for falconer's voice to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is a horse may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with the repetition of my Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget. I have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay, to have thee still forgetting any other home but is this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, that lets it hop a little from his hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silken thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would thy board.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such a sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till the morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, place in thy breast, where I will sleep, in peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly fares clothes sell, hid help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the couples are abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For now, these hot days, is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of these fellows that, when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon table and says, God send me no need of thee. And by the operation of the second cup, draws him on the drawer when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, thou art as hot as Jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon as moved to be moody, to be moved.
And what too?
Nay, and there were two such. We should have not none shortly, for one would kill the other. Why? Thou wilt quarrel with a man that hath a hair more or a hair less in his bread than thou hast. Thou wilt quarrel with for crack hast hazel eyes. What eyes but such an eye would spy out such a quarrel? Thy head is full of quarrels, as an egg is full of meat. Yet thy head hath been beaten and ate as eggs for quarreling. Thou hast quarreled with a man for coughing in the street, because he hath weakened thy dog, that hath lain asleep in the sun. Didst thou not fall out with a tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, with another for tying his new shoes with old ribbon, and yet thou wilt tutor me for quarreling?
And I were so apt to quarrel as thou art. Any man should buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple, oh simple.
By my head, here comes the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Follow me close. I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good evening, and a word with one of you.
Yeah. And but one word with one of us. Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, so you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving? Side-eye.
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort, what dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us. Look to hear nothing but discord. Hear my fiddlesticks. Here's that shall make you dance. Zounds, consort.
We talk here in public haunt of men. Either withdraw into some private place, or reason coldly with your grievances, or else depart. All eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you. So, here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if you wear your livery. Mary, go before the field. He'll be your follower.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have loved thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain, I am none. Therefore farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done to me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I have never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst. Devise till thou shalt not the reason I love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
O calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Alla staccato carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives, that I mean to make bold with it withal. And as you shall use me hereafter, dry beat the rest of the 8. Will you pluck your sword out of his pilcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears, ere it be out.
I am for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, your passado.
Draw, Benvolio! Beat down their weapons! Tybalt, Mercutio, the prince expressly hath forbid this banding in Verona streets. Hold, Tybalt, good Mercutio.
Away, Tybalt!
I am hurt, a plague of both houses. I'm sped. Is he gone, hath nothing?
What, art thou hurt?
A scratch, meritus enough. Where is my page? Go fetch a villain. Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. But 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague of both your houses, zound, a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death, a braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Help me in some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. A plague of both your houses. They have made worms meat of me. I have it, and soundly too. Your houses.
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got this mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my cousin. O sweet Juliet, this beauty hath made me effeminate in my temper suffered valor's steel.
Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. A plague of both your houses. They have made worms meat of me. I have it, and soundly too. Your houses.
This gentleman, my prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got this mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, just an hour hath been my cousin. Oh, sweet Juliet, this beauty hath made me effeminate in the temper softened valor's steel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, brave Mercutio is dead. That gallant spirit hath aspired the clouds, which too untimely here scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe others must end.
Here comes furious Tybalt back again.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain, away to heaven, respective lenity, and fire-eyed fury to be conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company, either thou or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consult him here, shout with him hence!
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, be gone. The citizens are up, and Tybalt is slain. Stand not amazed. The prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence, be gone, away.
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Which way ran that he killed Mercutio? Tybalt, that murderer, which way ran he?
There lies that Tybalt.
Sir, go with me. I charge thee in the prince's name. Obey.
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
Oh no, O Prince, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies a man, slain by young Romeo, and that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, my cousin! Oh, my brother's child! Oh, Prince! Oh, cousin! Husband! Oh, the blood is spilled of my dear kinsman! Prince, as thou art true for blood of ours, shed blood of Montague! Oh, cousin! Cousin!
But Romeo, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo, that spoke him fair, bid him bethink how nice the quarrel was, and urge with Paul we are high displeasure. All this uttered with gentle breath, calm look, knees humbly bowed, could not take a truce of the unruly spleen of Tybalt, deaf to peace, but that he tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast, who, all is hot, turns deadly point to point, and with a martial scorn, and with one hand beats cold death aside, with the other sends it back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo cries aloud, "Hold, friends, friends, part!" And swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down the fatal points, and twixt them rushes, underneath whose arm, with envious thrust, from Tybalt, hid his life from stout Mercutio, then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge, and could to it they could go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them, was stout Tybalt slain, and as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false. He speaks not sigh. Some 20 of them fought in this black strife, and all those 20 could but kill one life. I beg for justice, which thou, Prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, Prince, he was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes, but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we will do exile him hence. I have an interest in your heart's proceeding. My blood for your rude brawls doth lie a-bleeding. But I'll amorous you with so strong a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. No tales, no prayers shall purchase out abuses, therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else, when he is found, that hour is his last. Bear hence his body and attend our will, mercy but mortals, pardoning those that kill.
Will thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lance the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. Must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it. It is some meteor of the sun exhaled, to be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needest not to be gone.
Don't move, don't move. You two do not move.
Why was that like a tongue twister?
Because it's Shakespeare.
Is she in or good?
No, it
Okay.
zoomed in on them.
Go.
Wait, how do you say the fourth word?
Taken.
Taken.
It's like taken,
Okay.
but without the
Okay.
taken.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I'll say yon grey is not the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow, nor that I not the lark whose notes do beat the valued heaven so high above our head. I have more care to say than, come death and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my soul? Let's talk. It is not dead.
It is. Hie hence, be gone, away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. That doth not so, for she divideth us. Some say the lark in loathed toad dies. Oh now, I would they had changed. Voices too, since arm from arm the voice doth us affray, haunting thee hence with hunts up to the day. Oh now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam,
Nurse?
your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window, let day in, and let life out.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Art thou gone so? Love lord, I husband, friend. I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years ere again I behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings of love to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not, and all these woes shall serve for sweet discourse in our times to come.
O God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee, now thou art so low, as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, in my eye, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
O fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune, for then I hope thou will not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
How is it that calls? Is it my lady mother? Is she not down so late or up so early? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
So you shall feel the loss, but not the friend which you weep for.
Feeling so the loss.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for this death as that villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain, and he be many miles asunder. God pardon him. I do with all my heart, and yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not. Then weep no more. I'll send one in Mantua, where the same banished Rungate doth live, shall give him such an unaccustomed dram that he shall soon keep Tybalt company. And then, I hope, thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead in my poor heart. So for a kinsman vexed, madam, if you could find out but a man to bear a poison, I would temper it, that Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep be quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named, and I cannot come to him to wreak the love I bore my cousin, upon his body that hath slaughtered him.
Find now the means, and I'll find such a man. But now I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they? Beseech your ladyship?
Well, well, thou hast a careful father, child. one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out the sudden day of joy that thou expectst not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Mary, my child, early next Thursday morn the gallant, young, noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee a joyful bride.
Now, by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, you shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder, at this haste, that I must wed ere he that should be my husband comes to woo. Pray you, tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. There are news indeed.
Macy, Macy,
Juliet
don't
ones on
just
here.
spawn down there. Like, walk from under the walk from like under there. Where did
What was the last line you said?
walk from
Oh, we're starting.
under there?
We're starting with the first line that Capulet says.
No, we're starting with we have to, like,
No, but I meant like
Right here,
like
okay.
this one.
okay.
Here comes your father, tell him you're so yourself.
Oh, we actually need longer, so no, we don't need that much longer. Just like wait a few seconds. What? Hold on, give me like 1 minute, okay? Okay, then let me get photos here.
Why didn't
Okay.
Juliet have a hair bun in the movie?
Okay, no, you're not putting your hair up.
Okay, we should just leave the tire shop.
Okay, ready?
Uh,
Macy Day should start moving.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
Wait, Asher! Get out of the frame!
I thought you wouldn't realize.
Macy,
Am I in the
Macy,
frame?
I need you to come up too. When I say here comes your father, do some steps.
Okay. My steps look good.
Good.
I can do the steps.
Alright, guys, start walking up.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he takes it at your hands.
When the sun sets, the earth doth drizzle dew, but for the sunset of my brother's son, it rains downright. How now, a Cottawit girl, what still in tears? Evermore show ring, in the one little thou counterfeits a bark, a sea, a wind, for still thy eyes, which I may call the sea, do ebb and flow with tears, the bark thy body is sailing in the salt flood. The winds thy sighs, who raging with thy tears, and they with them, without a sudden calm, will overset the tempest-tossed body. How now, wife, have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will not if she gives you your thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you, wife. How will she none? Doth she give us thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not count her blessed? Unworthy is she, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her bride?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate. But thankful even for hate, this is meant love.
How? Chopped logic. What is this? Proud, and I thank you not, and yet not proud? Mistress minion you, thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but tettle your fine joints against Thursday next, to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, your green sickness, carry on. Out, you baggage, you tallow face!
Fifi, what? Are you mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, you baggage disobedient wretch! I tell thee, get thee to church, O Thursday, or never look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch, wife, we scarce thought us blessed, that God had led us but only child. But now I see this one is one too much, and that we have a curse in having her. Out on her hilding!
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, to rate her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue, good prudence, matter with your gossip. Go!
I speak no treason.
Body the knee!
May not one speak?
Peace, you mumbling fool! Utter your gravity or a gossip bull, for here we need it not!
You are too hot.
Stay. No, go back. God's bread is what made me. God worship me into people. Okay, wait, go back. Okay. God's bread, it makes me mad. What?
What does that even mean? God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play alone. In company, still my care hath been to have her matched. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair dimenseness, youthful and nobly lined, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one's thoughts and wishes a man. And then to have a wretched pooling full, a wanting manument, and her fortunes tender to answer, I'm not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me. But an you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Gaze where you will, you shall not house with me, not to it, think on to it. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near, lay hand on heart, advise, and you be mine. I'll give you to my friend, and you be not hang, beg, starve, die on the streets, for by my soul I'll near knowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds, that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if you do not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
O God, O nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return again to earth unless by the husband send it to me from heaven by leaving earth? Comfort me, counsel me, alack, alack, that heaven should practice stratagems upon so soft as subject as myself. What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished in all the world to nothing, that he dares ne'er come back to challenge you. Or if he do, it needs must be by stealth. Then, since the case so stands as it now doth, I think it best you married with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dish-clout to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Beshrew my very heart, I think you are very happy in the second match, for it excels your first. Or if it did not, your first is dead. Or where, as good he were as living here, and you no use of him. And from my soul too, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father, to Lawrence cell to make a confession and to be absolved.
Marry I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation, almost wicked fiend, is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue, which he hath praised him with above compared so many thousand times? Go, counselor, thou my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know this remedy. If all else fails, myself I've the power to die.
Give me thy torch, boy, hence and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon trees lay thee all along. Hold the ear close to the hollow ground, so shall no foot upon the churchyard trend, being loose, unfirm, and digging up of the graves. But you shalt hear it. Whistle then to me, a signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I'm afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will venture.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe, thy canopy and dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do. Or wanting that, I will tear distill thee by moans. The obscurity that I have thee will keep nightly shall I be strewn thy grave and The boy gives warning, something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obscurities and true love's right? What with a truth muffle me night a while?
Give me that mattock and the wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter. Early in the morning see, thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me that light upon the life I charge thee. Whatever thou hearst or seest, stand all aloof and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence for her dead finger a ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore hence be gone. But if I thou jealous dost return to pry in, what farther shall intend to do? By heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable, far than empty tigers or the roaring sea.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou my friendship, take thou that. Live and be prosperous, good fellow.
For all this same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
Go.
Thou detest all, thou womb of death, gored with dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I must enforce thy rotten jaw to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food.
This is that banished hotly Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief is supposed the fair creature died. And here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Consumed villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither, good gentle young. Tempest now a death's rate, man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone. Let them afraid thee, I beseech thee, youth. Put not another sin upon my head, by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone. By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live, and hereafter say, a madman's mercy bid thee run away.
I do defy thy combination, apprehend thee for the felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me, and then have at thee, boy?
I am slain, if thou be merciful. Open the tomb, lay me with Juliet.
In faith I will. Let me pursue this face. Mercutio's kingsman, noble county Paris. What said my man when my betossed soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so, or did I dream it so? Or am I mad, hearing him talk of Juliet, to think I was so? Give me thy hand, or write with me in sour misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. Oh no, a lantern slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet, her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence of light. Death, lie thou here, by a dead man's interred. How often, when men are at the point of death, have they been merry, which their keepers call a lightning before death? Oh, how many I call this a lightning, my love, my wife. Death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's a sign, yet is crimson in thy lips, and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, liest thou there in thy bloody sheet? Oh, what more favor can I do to thee than with thy hand that cut thy youth in twain to sunder his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Ah, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death in Amoris, and that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? Yeah. For fear of that, I will still stay with thee, and never from this place of dim night depart again. Here will I remain with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars. From this world-wearied flesh, eyes look at your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you, this door of breath, seal with a righteous kiss. a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come bitter conduct, come unsavory guide. Thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks of thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. Drink, O true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
St. Francis be my speed. How off tonight?
Have my old feet stumbled all graves? Who's there? Here's one, a friend, and the one that knows very well.
Bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls, as I discern it beneath in the capel's monument?
It doth so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hath he been there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, sir. My master knows not, but I am gone hence. And fearfully did menace me with death, if I did stay to look on his intents.
Stay then, I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill, unthrifty thing.
As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt of my master in another fault, and that my master slew him.
What blood is this which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory swords? To lie discolored by this place of peace? Oh, pale, who else? What, Paris too? And steeped in blood. Ah, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance.
Oh, comfortable friar, where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be. And there I am. Where is my Romeo?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband in thy bosom here lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet, I dare no longer stay.
Go get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand? Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. O churl, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Happily some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Ya noise, then I'll be brief. O happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rest, and let me die.
This is the place there where the torch doth burn.
The ground is bloody, search the churchyard. Go, come of you, whoever you find, attach, pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain, and the Juliet bleeding, warm and newly dead. Who here hath lain this 2 days buried? Go, tell the prince, run to the Capulets, raise up the Montagues, some of those sorts. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of all these piteous woes we cannot without circumstance descry.
Here's Romeo's man. We found him in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the prince come hither.
Hear the friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps. We took the mattock and spade from him, and as he was coming from this churchyard side.
A great suspicion. Stay, the friar too.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning rest?
What should it be that is so shrieked abroad?
Oh, the people in the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument.
What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Here was a friar and slaughtered Romeo's man, with instruments upon them fit to open these dead men's tombs. Oh heavens, oh wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath massed, for lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague.
and it misheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Oh me, the sight of death is as a bell that warns me of my old age to a sepulchre. Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir now early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath.
Look, and thou shalt see what further woe conspires against mine age.
O thou untaught, what manner is in this to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general of your woes and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. And here I stand, both to impeach and purge myself, condemned and myself excused.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was a husband to that Juliet, and she, there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone to the prefixed hour of her waking came I, to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell, till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awakening, here untimely lay the noble Paris, and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know, and to marriage her nurse is privy, and if I aught in this miscarry by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time unto the rigor of the severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say to this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua to the same place, to the same monuments. This letter he early bid me, gave his father, and threatened me with death, going in the vault if I departed not and left him there.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where is the county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave and bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon come one with light to open the tomb, and by my master drew on him, and then I ran away to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings of her death, and here he writes that he did buy a poison of poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love, and I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's joncho, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, and for I will ray her a statue in pure gold, that whiles Verona in my name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his ladies lie, poor sacrifices of all entirety.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings, the sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished, shed. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Hate talk.
Me too! Oh, Montague, give me thy hand.
Team frame?
Rob.
Sam. Cup closed in my true love.
Go.
Yet.
The calls our person from our morning rest.
Shut up! That's not natural.
3. Please help me! Please! Oh, help me! Please!
Go back, Daisha.
That goes to.
Oh, dude.
Father, please!
I gave them a
So do this or something. Yes, up. Move up, down, left, right.
Okay.
Up like Nintendo.
Okay, stop. Just stop, man.
Go under the deck. You go under the deck.
No, I do not need to go under the deck.
Hey!
No, but walk.
Ah, dear.
Hold on. Put your legs slightly apart.
Just back there, like, oh, sorry.
Husband! I mean, wait, you know what I'm saying?
Why are you laughing? Sorry. How? How?
Ho!
Worst case scenario, we sub in Shyla for Alex. You can't tell the difference.
I agree.
He's big enough to be cross. Son. Daisha!
I was dancing!
Dance.
Okay.
You're not
Guys,
supposed to be dancing. You're supposed to be
stop.
you're
Okay, ready? Ready?
Okay. Come
All are having a more grouped up conversation over here.
Okay.
Does that make? Do you guys hear what I?
So what's the good one? Look at it.
Have you guys seen Wicked? Like.
You got a finger in. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I am hurt. Allah so.
You want me to tell you what that
The clock carries it away. Can't see that.